What are the best superfood to boost your memory and focus? Watch and watch, you'll find out at the end of this video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. In this video, we'll be discussing the best superfood to boost your memory and focus. What do we mean by the best? When we say best, we'll be focusing on the key nutrients that will help to boost your cognitive function. Cognitive function is something like problem solving, decision making, planning, attention, reasoning, perception, and multitasking. So the brain has two sources of fuel, the glucose and the ketones. The glucose are the liability to the brain and the ketones are not. So let's focus on the first nutrient that can help boost your brain memory and focus. Vitamin B1. Vitamin B1 and is called thiamine. Vitamin B1 is a co-enzyme in the production of energy in the mitochondria. The mitochondria is an energy factory of the cells. It is found in all the cells of the body. It helps produce the energy. For example, in people who have dementia or Alzheimer's disease are deficient in B1, so their neurons and inner cell are starving. They are not getting the glucose. So even if you are in ketogenic diet, you are in a low sugar diet, your body can produce its glucose using the process called gluconeogenesis, converting in micronutrients like protein or fats into glucose, but the fats are the primary source that are being converted from fats to glucose. So if your B1 is getting short, you'll notice something like memory loss or depression, sleep apnea. You'll find difficult to sleep in the morning, and you have a lactic acidosis. Your glucose is being built up in the cells, and you will have agitation and irritability. There's something called BDN, brain derived neurotrophic factor. Is when the brain cells, nerve cells, are formed in the brain through the process called Neurogenesis. There is something that can boost this process, the brain derived neurotrophic factor, like vitamin D3. And vitamin D3, your body can make it from the sun. When your body is exposed to the sun, it can make D3, and D3 it's not exactly a vitamin. It is a hormone, a fat soluble hormone. The sun has an ultra red light. That light is the one that help to make D3, and also fire has that ultra red light, and the candles and the globes, the old-fashioned globes, not this one that I use with it. The one has a blue light, and also the fatty fish, cod liver oil, and the mushrooms has vitamin D3. But mushrooms, it's a plant source. The plant source does not have D3 has D2, so the body will have first to convert that D2 to D3. And also exercise can help to enhance this process, BDN, formation of new nerve cells from the brain, and the fasting from 20 hours and 4 feeding period, and also prolonged fasting can help this process. Zinc is an also important nutrient. Zinc is the most important trace mineral. It is involved in all enzyme pathways. So source of zinc is a sea kelp, red meat, fish, and shellfish. You see, the fatty fish and also fish must be wild caught, not the commercial fishes. The commercial fishes has a low omega-3 and high in omega-6. And also must be careful, zinc, something like phytates that are found in grains can block the absorption of zinc, and when you are in steroid, sugar and alcohol, they deplete zinc. DH3, another type of omega-3, then help to improve your memories and focus. DH3 can found in salmon, sardines, cod liver oil. With DH3, it helps build the membrane surrounding the neurons. So the opposite of omega-3 is omega-6. Omega-6, you must make sure you avoid them. Omega-6 are found in corn oil, canola oil, and soy. And also gut. I cannot mention a brain without involving a gut, because the gut, it produces transmitters, and also gut produces the B vitamins. So to boost your gut, you must have something like kefir, kimchi, and fermented vegetables, and also the sauerkraut can help to feed you good microbes from the gut. And also B1. Let me get back to B1. I didn't mention the nutritionalist. Nutritionalist is one of the best sources of B1. It does not have only B1. It has also another B vitamin complex. So if you're gonna use nutritionalist, make sure you find the natural source, not the unfortified, the fortified one. And also sunflower seed. Sunflower seed has a very high B vitamins. And also in all meats that they are found, pork is the one that has a high source of B vitamin. But I'm not telling you to eat pork. I'm telling you that pork has a high source of B vitamin. I know some people, their religion, they don't allow them to eat a pork. Okay, we talk about these key nutrients. Okay, let's talk about what depletes a B vitamin, because most people are not deficient in B1 because they do not consume the best sources of vitamin, just because the B vitamin is blocked in their body. Let's talk about these blockers of B1. First is alcohol. We are consuming alcohol. Alcohol blocks B vitamin. And sugars, refined sugars and refined carb. One of the high sources that deplete the sugars, especially grains. They also have phytate. And tea. I know people, they like tea, so if you're consuming tea, make sure you don't consume more in 2 to 3 cups a day. At least 4 those will be enough, because tea has a tannic acid and also a caffeine. Caffeine is a stimulant. Consuming it can help you at the start, but as you go along, you can notice that your cognitive function it reduced, and caffeine can reduce a blood flow to the brain. Make sure you don't consume a lot of it. And also chronic stress that lasts more. Not a few stresses like when you exercise or using cold showers, introducing your body to a short-term stress that help it adapt more. Chronic stresses, they last more than a day, weeks or months. And if you're in medication, taking antibodies or metformin, diuretic, they also help. They also reduce your way to absorb the B vitamins. That's basically it for today's video. If you want the slides that I used in the video, you'll find them in the description below. Enjoy the video, make sure you like, subscribe and hit the bell notification on.